Casemiro moment on camera speaks volumes about Man United star after Brighton win. Casemiro showed nerves of steel by volunteering to take Manchester United's first penalty in their shootout victory over Brighton in the FA Cup on Sunday. Footage of the Brazil international putting himself first has gone viral on social media, and he'll now be hoping to win a second trophy at Old Trafford while preventing Manchester City from claiming a treble in the process. Manchester United had gone into their game against Brighton as a wounded animal, having lost 3-0 to Sevilla on Thursday night, and the game at Wembley went all the way to penalties after both teams failed to find the net in normal and extra time. Casemiro then proceeded to step up and convert United's first spot kick, with the 31-year-old spotted on camera gesturing to Ten HAG and Steve McLaren, and that moment speaks volumes about the United star and the courage he possesses. Ten Hag initially wanted to sign Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona back in the summer, believing the Netherlands international was the best midfielder in the world. When it emerged the midfielder was to remain at the Nou Camp. However, United then landed Casemiro instead. Some feared the veteran would be another Bastian Schweinsteiger when he touched down, with the German previously struggling following his exciting move from Bayern Munich in 2015. How wrong they were. Casemiro has been United's most important player this season, with the former Real Madrid star shining under Ten Hag's guidance. He has had some difficult moments, of course, and spent a large chunk of the game against Brighton behaving himself, having picked up a yellow card. But Casemiro was diligent and disciplined, helping to stifle Brighton as the Red Devils reigned supreme. That the Brazilian was willing to put himself first in the list of United's penalty takers shows he's got the character Ten Hag so desperately wants in a player. Now, the onus will be on him, helping United to a second trophy of the season. They have already claimed Carabao Cup glory, with Casemiro scoring in the 2-0 final victory at Wembley back in February. And United are now just one win away from winning a cup double, something that seemed unlikely at the beginning of the season. Speaking after the victory in London, meanwhile, Ten Hag hailed his side by saying, "It was a difficult game. I think it was a great battle for the fans, especially for the fans at home. It was a great final. In the end, the penalties were really good as well. It was so close, and, of course, I am very happy with the performance of the team. They were so determined, so dominant to win this game, and from the first moment, there was only one thing in mind. We have to win this game." So the willingness was really high. He added, "It was justified on Thursday night, but today the lads deserve compliments and credit because they bounced back once again. They showed character. What we have to learn and improve, which must be our next step, is that if we have a setback in a game, we fight back in that same game, that we keep calm and fight back in that same game. We have to deal with setbacks, and we can do it better, but in between games, and it's not the first time, we do it very well." United are next in action against Tottenham on Thursday night. In other news, Man United have a problem with Marcus Rashford after tense Brighton FA Cup win. Marcus Rashford showed courage by scoring a stunning penalty for Manchester United in their shootout victory over Brighton on Sunday night. While he deserves credit for that, however, the England international was subdued for the most part during the contest at Wembley. And with his goals starting to dry up, Ten Hag needs his talisman to rediscover his best form as the club looked to finish the season on a high. When Rashford stepped up at Wembley, he could have been forgiven for fearing the worst. The United star had previously missed for England in their penalty shootout defeat to Italy at Euro 2020, a moment that would lead to 12 months of difficulties for the forward. There was to be no repeat of that, however, with both Rashford and Jadon Sancho finishing with aplomb to help United get over the line. It was a big moment of relief for the 25-year-old, who jubilantly celebrated with his teammates as they put their defeat at the hands of Sevilla on Thursday night behind them. However, there's a sense Rashford is starting to tire as the season goes on, despite his impressive penalty exploits. It was a tough day for the forward, who lacked genuine threat as Brighton dug deep during the showdown in the capital. United started the game with Rashford on the left, but he often struggled to get the better of Pascal Gross, who produced an impressive performance at right back. And when Rashford was moved to the middle, following the withdrawal of Anthony Martial, it was a similar story. The United star's frustrations grew as the match went on, and he felt particularly aggrieved at not being given a free kick late in the contest. Rashford has scored just once. Prior to that, he'd managed 7 from the previous 8 matches, form that saw him widely praised as a result. Rashford is United's talisman this season, having stepped up ever since the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo back in November. But he's starting to look jaded as the end of the campaign approaches, and with United struggling for goals in recent times, that's no surprise. Rashford has played in most matches this term, while also starring for England at the Qatar World Cup at the tail end of last year. Yet the Red Devils will need their number 10 back to his devastating best between now and the end of the season. United will take a giant step towards Champions League football if they're able to get the better of Tottenham on Thursday night. Rashford will also need to be at his best to stop Manchester City from winning the FA Cup in the final at Wembley on June 3rd. Ten Hag, meanwhile, praised the United star as well as Sancho after Brighton were defeated in the capital. "We knew that, but we knew also that they are comfortable on penalties," he said. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.